Okay, once you have your slot scheduler ready and you've put everything into your post times there, you can go to command module. And what happens for this is the central aspect of Quantum, right? While there's other functionality that's coming and everything with Quantum is about posting, right? It's about getting in front of your audiences, and this is where this mostly happens. So from here we can type out a post, hello world, and then we can always add in another post. If we add in another post below this, we'll get to that in a second. So let's say we have the options to post it, which is all we're going to put up. On the post, we'll say post now. We can set a countdown from the time. We can set a custom time, or we can use one of our slots that we already set up, or we can save it as a draft. Okay. So in this case, I'm going to use the custom slot, and it's going to pull that in automatically. Now, if I had more than one, I would have an option to select, a specific slot if I want. If not, it's going to grab the next available slot. And then when we save that and put Beam Me Up Scotty there, that goes, and then this will show up in the queue. So you'll see that this is set for June 3rd at 7:05 a.m., which is the next available slot. And you'll see also the reserved slots for Evergreen and the reserved spots for promo. And so you'll see that basically indefinitely going on, right? So, okay, so let's go back to command module and let's do another one. So in this case, let's say we want to add in the tweet storm, right? So we're going to click here. We're going to say hello 1, and then we're going to come down here and put in hello 2. Okay, and then we're going to wait 5 minutes, and then but you also have the options for hours or days, and then we would add that to queue, which is the default scheduling method, and then we would beam it up. And I may need to close this. Okay, yeah, and so now we see that this is set for the slot there. So, okay, and the next one is, go to command module. And so if you click this, it automatically activates that. If I want to cancel that, I can. So I'm just going to go over some of these extra aspects. This is for retweeting, which if we click that, we can always paste a link of a post there to retweet. So you can actually grab that from Twitter. Later on, you'll be able to add that right from Quantum. Little tidbit about what's coming. And then also, if we had a second account on here, which I don't have activated on the account right now, the bubble for that account, the image would show up here, and we can click that, and it will actually post to both accounts. So that's another option. Let's see. So then there's commenting, which is another thing we can add. We can put in a link to comment on. And again, that's going to have some more integrated functionality as we go. And then let's set up the Evergreen tweet here. So we're going to do Evergreen 01. Okay. And then we'll say add to queue. We also have rush to queue for this, so it will put it to the top of your Evergreen list if you want to go ahead and put that out, or the next spot in the Evergreen list, I should say. Okay, and then we beam it up, and when it refreshes here, this will go into a different area. This goes into your Evergreen post, but you'll see that listed there, and you'll still see if you go under posting and the queue, you're still going to see reserved for Evergreen, but this does not show you which posts are posted in the Evergreen slot. For that, you do have to go down to the Evergreen posts, and you'll be able to see that here. Okay, and the Evergreen functionality is very similar to the promo post functionality, but the promo post functionality, you actually have the option of grouping things together. So you'll have it grouped by campaign. So you can click the campaign, add to the campaign, and let's go back and look at that real quick. So we'll go campaign 01, and then we'll click the campaign, and we'll select the campaign that we're going to add it to, which we have 3 by default. You can always add additional campaigns, and then add to queue and set it forward. And then when we go to promo posts, which are inactive right now, by the way, you can activate that by clicking active. Same thing with evergreen posts. Evergreen posts are not active by default. You have to turn that on. So now if we activate that, it would actually get sent out. So this is kind of an overview of the command module and an overview of how posting works and where things are inside of Quantum. So you'll be able to activate things as you go. So here's, this is like an example that's put in. So this is kind of like what you would see if we did multiple. We would save out, we'd have the initial time, then it would say wait 2 minutes, wait 1 more minute, wait, because you can have multiple posts, right? And then you can trash all of them, or you can trash, individual posts. And then, so you have the options, there to kind of manipulate that. So, good. I believe that's it for this tutorial.